Yeah, I'm very excited to show you these flowers today. But not only this, of course. Look at that. This is Mikbac from the Ottoman Empire, more than 100 years old. And I got it from eBay. Came from America. Traveled all the way from the Ottoman Empire, beginning of the previous century. Immigrants, heartbreaking stories, I guess. Came down to America and now it's here with me. It's crazy. This one is stoneware. Most of them are wood, and because wood gets cracked easily. Look at that. It's inside. Can you see? Can you not see this? Like that. Yeah. So I've cleaned it, and now I'm using it. I've been grinding here coffee for about a week. I love it. Really nice. I will show you later. So here is the original peso. You can see it's massive. It's about 1 kilogram, but it has a crack on one side here. There is a little crack, and it can be used now, actually, but I don't want to damage it, so I made my own. Here you see, basically trying to mirror the structure more or less, like this. Obviously, this one is made out of several pieces of wood, attached one to another. Mine is one piece of wood, and this is the main really part for the grind, and I think it's really good. I will show you later. So that's the milk batch, and I need some coffee for it. Of course I have a lot of coffees, but look at this, So came last week from Falcon Micro, and that's a Geisha from Peru, Efrain Kurhawotkwo. I mean, this guy is really nice. This is the guy. I already tried his his Katura, and it was really good. I actually still have some of it, but look at this one here. He also has Geisha, cup score 90. Wow, that's crazy excited. I've never had something like 90 before. 87 plus, I think 88 plus or something like that. An Ethiopian one. So that's the highest I'm going to get. We'll see. Floral, delicate acidity, complex sweetness, long finish. So all of these specialty coffees, they have this nice acidity. Also the ones that I have, because I've tried so many now. And with this method, you can actually, with the batch method, with the Bedouin, it's called Bedouin mortar peso. This now, because the Bedouins, they continue to. I can tell you more about this history later, maybe a special video. But actually, the Bedouins in now Israel, Egypt, Jordan, they still use it. So actually, I was able to make some pretty good coffee with it, and I could really very well feel the acidity. And it's like this fresh acidity, like you're eating an apple. This type of acidity, not like sour, but fresh. And I will make it now on the jazve. And you can really sense that, because on the V60 right here, it filters a lot of the flavors, and you get a balanced cup and nice taste, but you lose some of it. So to me, the best way for this one, I'll show you now. So first of all, right, so the Geisha. Here is the Geisha from Mr. Efrain, and I'm going to roast it in the air fryer. You know what I'm doing here? Always in the air fryer. Great guy. I really love his coffee, so I'm pretty sure this one will be amazing. You can see the beans now. Oh, so yeah, let's crack on. I mean, it's time. Here's the air fryer. You know how it works. So I'm going to put it on preheat and heat, so 200 degrees. Opa, can I sort of focus this? So I'm putting it on 200 for about put it on 17 so it can work a little bit more. The total roast time will depend on how it goes, but I expect it to be around 14 minutes. We'll see, maybe less. So different coffees need more different times, and I've never had this type of coffee before to roast, so I don't know how it's going to be. So I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll try to manage it the best way I can, really. Okay, so while this is preheating, I'm going to spill the beans. Now, you see the pea berry. This baby, a round bean, pea berry, and these aren't round. These are the normal. Now automatic autofocus. Hopefully this will work. Right. So I spilled the beans. Beautiful, beautiful. Work mostly uniform, which is very good for roasting. If you have different sizes, it's harder. So a few pea berries, very exciting. So that's one. That's one. That's one. You see, like wheat, like barley, pea berries. So exciting. I got so excited here with the pea berries, with music, and yeah, it's time to roast. It's time to roast. Right. So distributing evenly. Few pea berries here. I can't roast this. I'll just leave them here. I love them. It's most of the coffees, they got filtered out, so you can see pea berries often. At least I haven't. So I'm going to increase the time now, so to 15. We'll go with that. Okay. Okay, with that. So now let me leave this camera on, because it's really hard for me with everything. About 200 on the lower rack, nothing else. Boom! So now I'm going to leave it for a few minutes. I'm not going to do anything. Probably around, I would say, 6 minutes. I'm not going to touch it. I'll just leave it as it is. Okay, this camera can handle that. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. And you can see there now on the inside. Right? That's the start. It's good when you put about 250 up to 300 maximum, but 250 is good because they do expand when they heat up. So if you put too much, then you have some of them will be hidden, will be beneath the others, so they won't be able to roast at the same level, which is actually the main thing here. And you know what? With this method, you always get some inconsistency with the roast, but it's not critical, as long as, to me at least, as long as there aren't any burnt You may have some that are like medium roast, some are lighter roast, but not too light. And then you still have a very balanced, really tasty cup. And how do I actually recognize whether there are any that are too light? That's very easy when you start to grind them. If there are very hard to grind, this means that that's a light roast, and it's not a very good thing, in fact, to be very light roast. Well, that's in a book that I read about it. Basically, when it's too light, it has not broken down the I don't know, it's fibers or whatever the structure is, so they cannot release really the oil. And the oil, the coffee oil, is what gives the flavor. Okay, so I've been talking too much. Now let's keep an eye on the air fryer. So I'm going to leave them there for 1 more minute, and then I'm going to open this air fryer, and you see this spoon here. I'm going to mix them. Usually in the air fryer, this side heats more than the other, and maybe this side a little bit. So in the middle, it doesn't heat that much. So that's why it's not like the ideal thing, but come on, I mean, it works. And given the price of the roasters, well, thank you very much. Because it's not that heavy. I mean, I could have go outside and I could have roasted them there, because it starts to produce a lot of smoke. So that's why I'm now going to open everything. At the moment I open that door, the smoke will start to come out, and I'm actually planning to open it pretty soon. Okay, like now. I'm going to open it now. So what I do is like this. Oh, I see some of the skins already started to come off. I will continue 9 minutes. So you saw what I did. So skins already start to come off, which means that it's getting closer to first crack, so called. And I could see that these beans are relatively big, and the skins come off very easily. So there will be lots of, I don't know the words, so I'm not native speaker, but the skins of the silver skin of the bean comes off very easily of this. For some, especially the Ethiopian ones that are more dense and more little, because they grow on higher altitudes, and of course birthplace of coffee, all the genetic variety and all that, but they have just like smaller other beans. Their skins tend to come off much harder. Like these ones here from Peru, they come off very easily. Also, some of the cheaper Ethiopian coffees also tend to go very easily, and that's actually not a bad thing when you lose the skins easily. I like it. So I will keep an eye on it. It looks to me that I won't need all the 15 minutes here for this coffee, because it already started to change its color quickly. So let me show you to have a look. I didn't want to keep the door open for a long time, because I don't want the temperature to fall. And yes, in the special roasters they can control the temperature, and they do use different temperature throughout the roast, so usually higher at the beginning, lower later on. But to me, I mean, yes, because they really try to get the best of their coffees. They, I guess, first roast little batches of the big batch, and then once they find the perfect conditions, which is again subjective, and also then they choose a method. But it also depends on what methods you're using to how you drink your coffee, because one thing is with espresso, another one, you have so many methods of preparation. So anyway, to me it works for me this way. I like it. So at this time it's been 3 more minutes, and I am going to mix it again to check what's going on. I can tell you that it's almost ready. Well, almost, maybe 3 more minutes. And I hope you can see something from here, because I turned the tray, and these skins they were from the other side. Now they are, the wind, the circulation is giving them back to. You see how they get to the ventilator. Okay, I have a very good feeling about this batch. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, and I'm showing you the results. Alright, so here it is. Oh, check the roast. So if you try to look for burnt beans, I could see one, I think, it's kind of here, this one, you see? This one is burnt, which is at the end in here. So maybe 2. So I guess I will find probably a few, but not many, not too many. Try to compare the color. You see, that's the color. So you have you have differences, right? So you have here light brown, and the dark brown. These are the original ones. So I think I count this as medium roast. And now I'm going to show you one more of my inventions, which is how to take the skins off. Okay, quite hard for me to do it with one hand, the other one holding the camera. But basically I do this, and then you see all the skins come here, and I collect them like this. And I do this again and again until the coffee is clean. Okay, I'm happy now. Coffee is clean. It's time for me to shut the doors. Another storm just passed by. Okay. And by the way, this is my coffee plant. And these are tea plants. Here, this one, see? Just hit the blossom, and here is another blossom. This little pea berry or pea, I don't know. This little thing. And here, this one is are actually several guavas that I grew from seeds, as well as this one is actually from dates, from fresh dates. Very, very exciting things. Here are some fresh dates. Wow. Right, so coffee. I can tell you one thing. While I was hoovering it, I tried one of the black ones, and they were super tasty. They weren't burnt. In fact, it's like dark roast, but not like dark. It's actually, it was quite tasty. So, look, there's the roasted pea berry. So, I'm going to taste several of them and see how they compare. Alright, yeah, and taste. So that's geisha, that's really nice. So I'm going to make the most of it. Okay? Okay, right, these ones. Okay, we'll start with the lightest this time. With this one. Right, so with the lightest. Because I already ate one of the darker ones, like dark roast. This one is certainly harder, but not that hard for the teeth. It's tasty. I can sense some acidity. It's not very fragrant. It's kind of balanced. So I'll go to the darker one now. Certainly easier to chew. Not that the previous one was very hard, but this one is softer. The acidity is kind of not that pronounced. There is still some, but it's less. Taste-wise, I cannot really tell. If there is a difference. Go to the next one, the pea berry. I can tell the pea berry is certainly different in taste. It's tasty. It's very tasty. Very fragrant. Good acidity, like fresh. Sorry, I need some water. The pea berry is certainly a thing. Zesty, very fragrant, fruity, really nice, and crunchy as the others, so not too hard. Really nice. So I can certainly see why pea berries are their like different category, their own category. So far, the best. And you saw the roast was kind of darker. So let's see this one, the next one. Softer. Still, there is still this freshness, this fresh acidity, like apple. It's tasty. Different notes. I'm not very good in explaining coffee, so I'm not a taster myself. So, but I can tell this one is pretty nice. But the pea berry was nicer. So the darkest of them all. Very tasty. So there is still acidity, more taste. And gets a little bit, there is slight bitterness, very slight bitterness. But this one is the first one that I could sense some bitterness, which to me, you know, is expected, right? So this is how it should be in theory. But it's still not burnt. definitely not burned. It's still very tasty. So what I think, certainly I could, you saw I had 5 different types of beans here in the roast, which now I think they are just going to combine, right, in my thing. So it's not, they're not the same, but all of them were really nice. So when you blend them together, there is no way something bad will come out of it. And that's what I experienced with all the coffee that I roast in the air fryer. Yes, they're not uniform and all that, but oh, come on. I mean, it's just, I really, it's not meant for this thing, right? I just use it because I don't want to invest in a roaster, and it works. Okay, so now it's time for me to try this thing, my Ottoman Bedouin grinder. And you know what? Actually, they always say you need to wait at least 2 days, 5, 6 days, or whatever. But what I've noticed is, after I roast the coffee, like now, if I make espresso now, and my beloved flare here, if I make espresso with the flare now, oh my god, it's so tasty. I can't get to this level of taste anytime later, 5th, 6th day, whatever. I mean, it's still good, of course, it's very good, but it's not the same. So now is the time. And to me, it does make sense because of the oils. Now we heat them, when you heat, for example, cumin, and then you grind it, of course you get the most of it. And you put some spices in the curry, you heat them in oil, and you get the most of them. So I know it's the same to me. Now is the time. So I'm going to put the geisha in the mix jar now, and I'm going to grind. Before that, you see, I bought these bags with, they have this valve, which lets carbon dioxide out and doesn't let air in. So it's like the ones that you get in the supermarket, with the idea that I will store the coffee here for will be fresher and will be better. So I'm going to give a try to this now for the first time. I got them from Amazon, and I think it's a good thing. I think it should be a good thing. Okay, for the record, let's see how much I've got. 200, so the pack probably is a few grams, around 280 grams. So I've probably put around 300 grams in there, or a little bit more. Okay, in the air fryer, I mean. So that's it, you see, 280 grams. You know what? So here I have this one, Geisha. So it's not right. So it's not the first time for me to try Geisha. Let's make this clear. I got this one from Oslo, from Cafe Brigny, whatever. This one cost me around 20 pounds. Okay, it's also from Peru. Okay, so Google Translate tells us. What? Okay. Banks of the Mapiu River, Marina Azorsa grows quality coffee. So Marina Azorsa is the farmer. The farm is located in the region of Cusco. Okay, good. So Marina Azorsa number 20 from Cafe Brignieriet in Oslo, 20 pounds. That's 200 grams, more or less, yes, 200 grams. So now I've got 280 grams, okay, of geisha. It's not a known, this guy. He's my friend now because he makes really good coffee. His name? Efrain Carhuauco. And on the a website of macro Falcon Micro, you can actually find a lot of details about this guy. And so I got this coffee for much less. I think about 20, maybe 25, 30, I don't know, because it was a pack, but about 30 pounds per kilo. So you get that at least 3 times cheap, okay? 3 times cheap. And freshly roasted. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to bash it up. I don't know whether this is a word in English, but I just made it up, bash it up. Okay, so what I do is I get 15 grams. That's my dose for one jazve dose later on. Will be my third one for today, so it should be the last. Okay, so I need to get 15 grams. That's it. Today's date, which is 20th of October. '24th, so that's Geisha, Ephraim, this is the farmer, and that's all. Alright, so what I do, I put it here, 15 grams, and this. Oh, it starts to smell now. It smells good. Wow. So now I'm going to make some, it's a musical instrument, a wooden one, but this one also works. Thank you very much. So now, I guess, and you can actually hold it with your legs. It has this very nice slots here for your legs to make it stable. It smells really nice, okay? All the time. It's just wow. not a professional. Okay, I think that's enough. My camera ran out of space, but that's actually maybe a good thing, because now with the GoPro you can probably see easier. So look at the coffee here inside. That's exclusive footage from the inside. Okay, so now I'm going to put it here, and you can see the grind. Sure. Yeah. No, it looks like there is water, but there isn't. Right, that's it. Oh, smells good, man. Yeah, smells good. So look at that. That's the grind. So it's not as fine as Turkish, but it's still a good grind. Can tell, yeah. There are some bigger pieces, some small pieces, some dust, and that's the thing, unique thing, that you cannot. I don't think you can make with a normal grinder, because it will be more uniform. But here it's different. So I'm going to make it in this jazve, which is from Bulgaria, my father's hometown. I got it from there. And here's the kettle. So it used to get to 60, now it's 70, so I'm going to turn it off. You see, 70 degrees, that's plenty. So what I'm going to do now is this. First, you can put that like that. So first I'm heating this a little bit up. Okay, like this. Now I'm putting the coffee, so that's 15 grams, right? And like this, yeah. Yeah. When you make this type of coffee, I also use about 1 to 10 ratio. 1 part coffee, 10 parts water. Similar to Turkish coffee. So I will make this one as I prepare Turkish. I found this to be a very good way to have it. Also you can try something else, but to me that's the best. So now okay, and now I will get about 150 milliliters of water. So that whole thing is 210. Okay, so just a little bit more. That's it. Give it a stir, and that's everything. Don't touch it anymore. And now what I do is I get it on the little one. So I have bigger, medium. This one is the little, and the lowest. You see, the lowest temperature possible, like that. It needs to be like that, on the lowest temperature possible. I just leave it and we'll wait for it to get to almost to the top. I'm going to remove it and we'll pour it in the cup. That's it. So like this. Don't touch it. So it will take probably 3 minutes or so, because the water was heated to 70 degrees. Usually, normally I'll go to 60, right? But 70, I think will be fine. So in the meantime, I'll prepare my cup. And also it's very good when you have when you drink coffee, any coffee, make sure you loaf your cup. like I do love mine. This one's from Fabio from Pure Ceramics here in the UK. He's an Italian guy. I love him. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Not yet, not yet. Yeah, but you need to wait for the perfect timing. What's the perfect timing? I think it's very close. Well, I guess some of you will say you should have removed it 10 seconds ago or 15. Oh, look, I'm going to remove it now. Oh, well, I tried to, I just played with the, with the gas and because I'm filming and yeah, it's difficult. I shouldn't, I wanted to stop the gas and then I actually increased it. So that's what I do, like this. Okay, and now I will stop here because you see these larger particles, they stay inside, like this. Right, so this is the ready coffee. Geisha. Oh, well, it's a proper smell, that's for sure. What I do with these, I actually, see here I had one before from the Ethiopian. I'm actually going to put this in the garden. I'm not throwing any coffee away, also from the espressos. So I will wait for this to cool down for a few minutes and then I'm going to try it. Well, here it is. Geisha from Mr. Refrain. Yeah, it's really good. And you need me to tell you something more. It's this is fresh. This type of apple acidity, fragrant and fruity, definitely. And what fruits? Let me try to tell you something. I did look here, but I didn't read it, so I don't know what it says. And you know, all of these specialty coffees, the higher score, they are fruity ones, so that's no doubt about it. It's unwashed again, so it's something that you expect to have, but I really feel it. You know, that's the thing. With this method of preparation, I can really feel these things. When I make espresso, it's different, okay? And with espresso, I like it with totally barista. I don't like to drink on its own. Like here, this one, it's a good drink on its own. So I don't know what type of fruits these are. I mean, I haven't eaten such fruits to be honest with you, but it's tasty, it's fruity, it's something you like to try more. That's what I can tell. So now let's see what the brochure says. So that's Ephraim. I will make the effort because it's worth it. The guy deserves it. Ephraim Kar Hua Wokwo. Kar Hua Wokwo. Natural Geisha. Process natural. Cup score 90. Okay, fine. So cup profile. Very floral.
I got that. Delicate acidity, yeah. Complex sweetness, long finish. Well, there you go. They didn't actually say any particular fruits. I'm amazed. So I can actually do tasting now. Wow. Well, guys, I will keep on drinking here my cup of coffee. I hope this one was interesting to you. You learned something else, or at least you saw something unusual. Um, I wish you to keep experimenting yourself, trying to find something new, something better, because that's what I'm doing, and I'm always like amazed how many new things I discover just by reading a book or just something on the internet, and it unfolds from there. And I find so many different, interesting, and new, exciting things. So, with that, I will tell you goodbye for now, and I hope to see you again soon.